Hello, welcome back. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos, so hello, welcome back. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Planned Parenthood. The title and purpose of the video is basically why no one should support it. Um, First off, I'm going to talk a little bit about the government support of it. I'm not going to engage in discussion. I'm just going to try to reunite both sides so both sides can understand the points of the other side. So a lot of people who don't support Planned Parenthood or are anti-abortion are a bit upset that government funding is going towards Planned Parenthood. And the usual argument against this when people complain is that, well, it's going to Planned Parenthood but not towards abortions. It's going towards other things, other services that Planned Parenthood offer. So let me try to put it into perspective. Let's say, for example, you discover that the U.S. government is supporting the NRA, and you're ideologically opposed to NRA's support of gun control, their views on gun control, we'll say that. And then the argument people present is, wait a second, the money isn't going towards guns, it's going towards training people in, active shooter trainings, that sort of thing. Would you still object that your money was going to an organization you ideologically oppose? And that's kind of where people are with the whole Planned Parenthood thing. That's why a lot of people don't want their money going to it, period. So what I'm going to talk about is really why no one should support it. I honestly don't know why the liberals, the extreme left, have embraced Planned Parenthood so much. And my objection to it isn't because of abortions. I'm in favor of babies being born for the most part. There are a couple of instances where abortions are medically necessary for whatever reason or not, and I'm willing to accept that. And I'm even willing to accept in cases of like rape or incest that, yes, it might be a good idea to do it. So that's where I'm at, but that's like, what, 1% of all abortions done? And the rest of it, yeah, I don't agree with it. But we're going to put aside that point. We're not going to talk about Planned Parenthood in terms of abortions or not. That's the usual argument. But, I'm honestly surprised that liberals support Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood was founded, I believe, in 1913. I should have looked that up before I started the video. But it was founded early 20th century at the very least. And it was part of the eugenics movement. And the entire concept, the purpose of this organization was quite straightforward. It was to prevent black people from reproducing. So they set up in predominantly black neighborhoods and basically went through every single method they could think of to make black people reproduce. And, I don't know why anybody would support such an organization. Now, the argument's going to be, but wait, that was then, this is now. And, the organization could change, and I'm willing to accept that any organization has the capacity to change. I'm all for that, all support that, but when I look at what Planned Parenthood is doing now, I'm not sure they've changed that much. They focus predominantly on Latino, Hispanic, and black neighborhoods. There is some in white neighborhoods, but the main focus on black neighborhoods. And most of their ads and documentary are trying to get people in these neighborhoods to have abortions or not to have children, period. There was an ad campaign they did a few years ago where they pretty much came right out and told black women, specifically black women, that they should never carry a baby to term because it's too dangerous for their health. I'm going to dispute that logic. I don't know if there's any sort of medical validity to that statement. It doesn't sound like it, and considering, I don't know how many black people there are in the entire world, but considering how many there are, which is a number I don't know, I think that just the sheer number of how many black people there are, just disputes that argument straight up. Personal opinion, I could be wrong, but, it seems like they are doing the exact same thing, trying to prevent black people from reproducing, and I don't support an organization that does that. I don't see how anyone who's, all in favor of diversity of different people, different cultures, different races, how could they support such an organization? So that's really what I want to talk about today. Just that I don't understand the support of this organization. I just want to say anyone who's liberal, who has views different from mine on abortion, just straight up telling you, if there is any validity to your views on abortion, you should definitely not have Planned Parenthood be your flagship. It should not represent your brand, because they come from a very racist background, and they're, near as I can tell, still doing the same things. Honestly, yes, I am for defunding Planned Parenthood and sending the money to any other women's health organization that isn't specifically racist. So, there's my take on it, just a few minutes long. Like and subscribe if you like this. If you didn't like this, feel free to write me notes about me in the comments, but not too mean. I'm a sensitive soul. Anyway, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.